Did you know there's a food that holds 7 times more calcium than milk? Yet most seniors have never even heard of it? And here's the shocking truth. After age 50, your bones are quietly losing density every single day. By the time you hit 65, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men will suffer a fracture linked to osteoporosis, a condition often called the silent thief because it robs your strength without warning. Think about it. Those backaches you brush off as just aging, the inch you seem to have lost in height, or that fracture that takes forever to heal. These aren't random. They're red flags that your bones are no longer keeping up. And the reason isn't simply because you're getting older. It's because the balance inside your bones has shifted. The builders that once created strong bone tissue are now outpaced by the demolition crew breaking it down. Here's where most people make a critical mistake. They double down on milk, thinking it's the only answer. But new research shows that some plant-based foods can be even more powerful for bone strength than dairy. These foods don't just deliver calcium. They also provide the missing minerals, proteins, and compounds your aging body desperately needs to rebuild and protect bone tissue. In today's video, we'll reveal the 5 most powerful bone-supporting foods, starting with a plant so nutrient-dense it's been called nature's multivitamin. And the best part? Each one is affordable, easy to prepare, and proven by science to strengthen your bones, protect your joints, and help you stay independent for years to come. So before you pour another glass of milk, stick with me, because what you're about to learn could transform the way you care for your bones after 60. Section 1. The 5 most powerful foods for bone health. Food number 1. Moringa, the bone builder that outshines milk. When most people think of strong bones, they immediately think of milk. But here's the surprising truth. Moringa leaves can contain up to 7 times more calcium than milk. That means a small handful of moringa can give your bones more raw material to stay strong than a full glass of dairy. But calcium is only part of the story. To really understand why moringa is such a powerhouse for seniors, you need to look at how it works inside your bones. Think of your skeleton as a construction site. Osteoblasts are the builders, laying down new bone. Osteoclasts are the demolition crew, breaking down old bone. In your younger years, the builders are in charge. But after 50, especially after menopause for women, the demolition crew starts winning. That's why bone density declines and fractures become more common. Here's where moringa comes in. It contains unique plant compounds called isothiocyanates. These act like smart managers at your construction site, telling the builders to work harder while slowing down the demolition crew. The result? Stronger, denser bones that resist thinning and breaking. Scientific evidence backs this up. Studies have shown that regular moringa consumption increases bone density and may help slow or even prevent osteoporosis. Animal studies confirm that it stimulates bone-building activity and protects the collagen framework, the protein scaffolding inside your bones, from damage. And the benefits don't stop there. Moringa is also rich in vitamin C, which improves calcium absorption and helps your body weave calcium into the collagen framework. Antioxidants, which protect bone cells from oxidative stress, the hidden force that speeds up bone loss. Muscle-supporting nutrients, which stabilize your joints and reduce your risk of falls. The best part? Moringa is simple to add to your daily routine. Moringa powder is available in most health food stores. Just 1 teaspoon a day stirred into smoothies, sprinkled over salads, or even mixed into juice can make a noticeable difference over time. Start with half a teaspoon to let your body adjust, then gradually increase. Think of moringa as a daily investment in your independence. While milk may give you some calcium, moringa gives your bones the full toolkit: calcium, regulators, antioxidants, and repair compounds, all in one natural source. Food number 2, quinoa, the ancient grain that holds your bones together. At first glance, quinoa might look like just another trendy grain. But for seniors over 60, it's much more than that. It's a bone-protecting powerhouse that provides what your skeleton craves: protein, minerals, and the unique building blocks that help calcium actually stick to your bones. Here's why quinoa is so valuable. It's a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. Among these, one stands out for bone health: lysine. Lysine is the amino acid that acts like a glue, helping your body absorb calcium efficiently and use it to produce collagen, the flexible framework inside every bone and joint. Without enough lysine, calcium can't do its job properly. Just 1 cup of cooked quinoa gives you 60 milligrams of calcium. Magnesium, the mineral mortar that locks calcium into your bone tissue. Phosphorus and manganese, essential cofactors that strengthen bone density. Why is magnesium so critical here? Imagine trying to build a brick wall with no mortar. The bricks, calcium, would just topple over. Magnesium is the mortar that holds everything together, yet over half of adults over 60 are deficient. Quinoa naturally fills that gap. And quinoa offers another hidden benefit: saponins, natural compounds that fight inflammation. Inflammation is one of the silent forces behind bone thinning, especially after menopause or during the aging process. By calming that inflammation, quinoa creates a healthier environment where new bone can form and survive. On top of this, quinoa's low glycemic index helps stabilize blood sugar. Why does that matter? Because blood sugar spikes accelerate bone loss through a process called glycation, which stiffens collagen fibers and weakens bone resilience. Quinoa keeps your collagen flexible and your bones strong. Practical tip: quinoa is naturally gluten-free, making it ideal for seniors with gluten sensitivities or digestive issues. It's also versatile. Cook it like rice and serve with vegetables or lean protein. Toss it into salads for extra crunch and minerals. Make it into a warm porridge with cinnamon and berries for a bone-friendly breakfast. Even a half-cup serving, 3 times a week, provides steady bone support without overwhelming your digestive system. Quinoa isn't just food. It's structural reinforcement for your skeleton, making sure calcium gets absorbed, collagen gets produced, and your bones stay resilient well into your later years. Food number 3, sesame seeds. Tiny seeds with giant bone power. They may look small, but sesame seeds are one of the most concentrated natural sources of calcium on Earth. In fact, just 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds contains more calcium than a full glass of milk. A standard glass of milk has about 300 milligrams, while a single spoonful of sesame delivers around 350 milligrams, and the black variety contains about 20% more than the regular kind. But calcium isn't the whole story. What makes sesame truly special is that its calcium is highly bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it more effectively than many dairy sources. After 60, this matters a lot because our digestive efficiency declines, and simply eating more calcium doesn't guarantee it will reach the bones. Sesame seeds also provide a unique set of protective compounds called lignans, sesamin, and sesamolan. These work like regulators for your skeleton, helping to balance bone metabolism, reduce inflammation around joints, and slow down bone breakdown. For seniors, there are 3 other minerals inside sesame seeds that make them bone superstars. Zinc, essential for collagen formation, the protein scaffolding inside bones. Zinc deficiency is shockingly common in older adults and is directly linked to higher fracture risk. Copper supports the cross-linking of collagen fibers, making bones stronger and more resilient. Iron improves oxygen delivery to tissues, aiding bone repair and recovery. There's also a hormonal connection. Sesame's phytosterols can help support hormone balance, especially in postmenopausal women where estrogen decline accelerates bone thinning. That's why studies show women who regularly eat sesame tend to lose less bone density over time. How to get the most out of sesame? Sesame seeds are best eaten ground or soaked, which improves nutrient absorption. Try these ideas. Toast lightly in a dry pan for 3 to 5 minutes and sprinkle over salads or soups. Grind into a homemade paste, similar to tahini, and use as a spread. Mix into smoothies or yogurt for an extra calcium boost. Even just 1 tablespoon a day can provide a significant bone-supporting effect without adding too many calories. Sesame seeds prove that you don't need large meals or expensive supplements to strengthen your bones. Sometimes it's the tiny, everyday foods that deliver the biggest protection against fractures and osteoporosis. Food number 4, chia seeds. Small seeds, strong bones. At first glance, chia seeds look like nothing more than tiny black specks. But inside each seed is a powerhouse of nutrients that can protect your bones, calm inflammation, and even boost overall vitality after 60. Here's why they matter so much. Calcium content. Just 5 tablespoons of chia seeds deliver roughly the same calcium as a glass of milk, but with bonus minerals included. This makes them especially valuable for seniors who may struggle with dairy or want a more plant-based option. Magnesium and phosphorus. Together with calcium, these minerals are essential for building strong bone density and maintaining skeletal resilience. Without enough magnesium, calcium cannot properly bind into bones, no matter how much you consume. Omega-3 fatty acids. Chia seeds are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3s, which are well known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Since chronic inflammation accelerates bone loss and joint pain, omega-3s create a healthier environment for your bones to rebuild. Boron. This often overlooked mineral in chia helps your body use calcium and magnesium more effectively, multiplying their bone-strengthening effects. Protein and fiber. Each serving provides high-quality protein and soluble fiber. Protein supports collagen production, the scaffolding of your bones, while fiber improves nutrient absorption and helps regulate blood sugar, another factor linked to bone health. Science supports these claims. Research consistently shows that people with higher omega-3 levels and greater antioxidant intake have better bone density and fewer fractures. Chia delivers both in one easy scoop. How to use chia effectively. Always soak chia seeds before eating. When soaked for about 20 minutes, they form a gel-like texture that improves digestibility and maximizes nutrient absorption. Mix into smoothies, sprinkle over yogurt, or prepare a simple chia pudding by soaking in almond or oat milk overnight. You can also add them to salads, baked goods, or stir into porridge for an easy calcium and omega-3 boost. Even 2 to 3 tablespoons per day can provide a noticeable benefit. And because they are gluten-free and mild in taste, they fit seamlessly into almost any diet. Chia seeds prove the saying, big things come in small packages. By adding just a spoonful daily, you can nourish your bones, calm inflammation, and build strength that supports independence well into your 70s and beyond. Food number 5, tofu, plant protein that protects your bones. Tofu often gets overlooked, yet it may be one of the most powerful foods for aging bones. Made from soybeans, tofu combines bone-strengthening minerals with plant-based compounds that directly counteract age-related bone loss. Here's why tofu deserves a place on your plate. Calcium powerhouse. Just 200 grams of tofu can deliver more bioavailable calcium than 3 glasses of milk. This means your body absorbs and uses the calcium in tofu efficiently, supporting bone density and reducing fracture risk. Complete protein. Tofu provides all 9 essential amino acids. These amino acids are critical for collagen production, the framework that holds your bones, joints, and muscles together. Without sufficient protein, calcium alone can't rebuild bone. Isoflavones, nature's estrogen support. As we age, particularly for women after menopause, falling estrogen levels accelerate bone loss. Isoflavones in tofu act as gentle plant estrogens, helping to slow this process naturally and reduce osteoporosis risk. Magnesium and phosphorus synergy. These minerals work hand in hand with calcium to build strong, flexible bone tissue. Magnesium is the mortar that holds calcium in place, while phosphorus adds stability to the bone matrix. Anti-inflammatory and heart protective. Beyond bones, tofu's compounds also reduce inflammation and support cardiovascular health, both of which are linked to overall skeletal strength and healthy aging. Scientific insight. Populations with high lifelong soy consumption, such as in parts of Asia, consistently show lower rates of osteoporosis and hip fractures compared to Western populations. This long-term evidence highlights tofu's protective role. How to add tofu to your diet. Firm tofu works well in stir-fries, sautés, or baked dishes. Silken tofu blends smoothly into smoothies, soups, or even healthy desserts. For maximum benefit, pair tofu with calcium-friendly vegetables like broccoli or leafy greens, and season with turmeric, garlic, or sesame for flavor and added antioxidants. Even 2 to 3 servings per week can make a measurable difference for bone strength, especially when combined with other calcium-rich plant foods. Tofu isn't just a meat alternative. It's a bone-building powerhouse that helps you stay steady on your feet, strong in your movements, and confident in your independence as you age. Section 2. How to prepare and enjoy these bone-boosting foods. Knowing which foods strengthen your bones is only half the battle. The real magic happens in how you prepare and eat them. With a few simple adjustments, you can unlock their full potential and make sure every bite truly supports your bone health. 1. Moringa. Start small. Begin with 1/2 teaspoon of moringa powder daily during your first week to let your body adjust. Then gradually increase to 1 teaspoon per day. How to enjoy it. Stir into fresh juice, blend into smoothies, or sprinkle lightly over salads and soups. Important tip. Avoid taking moringa on an empty stomach, as it may cause mild digestive upset for some. 2. Quinoa. Rinse before cooking. Always rinse quinoa thoroughly to remove natural saponins, which can leave a bitter taste. Cooking method. Use 2 cups of water per 1 cup quinoa. Bring to a boil, then simmer for about 15 minutes until translucent. How to eat it. Serve warm like rice, toss into salads, or even prepare as a creamy breakfast porridge. 3. Sesame seeds. Boost absorption. Lightly toast sesame seeds in a dry pan for 3 to 5 minutes to release their flavor and enhance digestibility. How to use. Sprinkle ground or whole seeds over stir-fries, vegetables, smoothies, or blend into a homemade sesame paste, tahini. Pro tip. Grinding sesame seeds increases calcium bioavailability, meaning your body absorbs it more effectively. 4. Chia seeds. Soak before eating. Combine 3 tablespoons chia with 1 cup liquid, water, almond milk, or juice, and let sit for 20 minutes until it forms a gel. This makes it easier to digest and improves nutrient absorption. How to enjoy. Add to smoothies, yogurt, oatmeal, or make chia pudding for a nourishing snack. Consistency is key. A few tablespoons daily can steadily strengthen bones over time. 5. Tofu. Drain well. Before cooking, press tofu with paper towels for about 15 minutes to remove excess water. This improves texture and flavor. Cooking method. Cube and stir-fry with bone-friendly herbs like garlic, ginger, or turmeric in a splash of sesame oil. For a lighter option, steam or bake it. How to use. Firm tofu works well in savory dishes, while silken tofu blends smoothly into soups, smoothies, or even desserts. Ageless vitality tip. Rotate these foods throughout your week instead of eating the same one daily. This ensures a variety of minerals and antioxidants working together to protect and rebuild your bones. Section 3. Precautions to keep in mind when adding these foods. While these 5 foods are powerful allies for bone strength, it's important to use them wisely. Every senior's body is unique, and what strengthens one person may cause discomfort for another if not introduced carefully. Here's what you need to know. Moringa. Moringa can act as a mild laxative when taken in high amounts. Start with small servings and increase slowly. If you are on diabetes medications, monitor your blood sugar closely. Moringa may enhance their effects and lower glucose more than expected. Quinoa. Quinoa contains oxalates, which can increase the risk of kidney stones in sensitive individuals. If you've had kidney stones before, eat quinoa in moderation and stay hydrated to reduce the risk. Sesame seeds. Though tiny, sesame seeds are calorie-dense. Eating more than 1 to 2 tablespoons daily can add up quickly. Stick to about 1 tablespoon per day if you're watching your weight. Chia seeds. Because of their high omega-3 content, chia seeds can interact with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. If you are on such prescriptions, talk to your healthcare provider before making chia a daily habit. Tofu. Tofu contains isoflavones, plant compounds that mimic estrogen. This is usually beneficial for bone health, but those with a history of hormone-sensitive breast cancer should limit intake and consult their doctor. Always choose non-GMO, organic tofu when possible to avoid unnecessary additives. Ageless Vitality Reminder. These foods are not meant to replace medical treatment, but to support your body naturally. Always check with your doctor before making major dietary changes, especially if you're managing chronic conditions or taking multiple medications. Conclusion. Strong bones aren't built in a single day. They're built through small, consistent choices that add up over time. The truth is, osteoporosis doesn't have to define your later years. By adding natural, nutrient-rich foods like moringa, quinoa, sesame, chia, and tofu into your daily meals, you're giving your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, repair, and stay resilient. Remember, your bones are living tissue. Every bite you take is either helping to strengthen them or quietly weakening them. These foods are more than just ingredients. They're tools for independence, mobility, and freedom in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. So here's my challenge for you. Start small, start today. Maybe it's sprinkling chia seeds into your yogurt, adding sesame to your salad, or trying a simple tofu stir-fry for dinner. One change at a time will build a foundation that supports you for years to come. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 bone-boosting foods will you try first? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read and reply to every single one. If this video gave you new insights, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more seniors who need this information. Don't forget to subscribe to Ageless Vitality and turn on the bell so you never miss our weekly health tips designed to keep you strong, steady, and thriving. Because at the end of the day, your health is your greatest investment. And with the right foods on your plate, you can protect your bones, your independence, and your future. Stay strong, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.